Go ahead, hit it. Boom.
Yeah!
Sam. Boom. Thank you. All right, you can go back there.
We need two.
Yeah, you need to.
We need two to kick the show off properly.
Doesn't work otherwise. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party.
Yeah!
Haven't seen our show before. It's a rock and roll dance party. You're going to have a good time. Before I let you know what's happening tonight, let me introduce everybody. My name is Ken. You might know me as the frankly legendary rock and roll writer, Sleaze Grinder.
Yeah!
And this is the last gang in town. To my right, there she is. It's America's showgirl. It's Elsa Ryan.
Yeah!
Hello, Elsa.
Hello.
And to my left, there they are, the kings of the nighttime world. It's the Black Leather Lagoon.
Ah!
What a show tonight. Our old pals, Armpits, are back. The preeminent naked grindcore band in town. Let's take a look at Armpits.
Yeah!
I love this.
Pretty good.
I
Armpits.
love this.
Everybody needs an angle, Elsa.
I love this. One angle. How many angles does this work for?
Exactly.
A lot. Or
Also,
a handful at least.
Also, our buddy Pearl Buttons is here, everybody, to pull the button.
Yeah!
I feel like Pearl is the opposite of naked grindcore. I think if you...
True.
It's just, I mean, if you just drop the core part, then it's exactly the same.
That's true. Also, the Boston arm wrestling dames are here.
Yeah!
They're kind of in between the two. It's a very sweet and salty evening tonight.
Variety is the spice of life.
It really is. We're going to have a really good time. But before then, we got to get to a couple of things. Number one, most importantly, Elsa, sometimes we like to start the show off with a little murder.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to murder, there's only one person that we think of. And that's, of course, it's Kate. Kate, come on over here, buddy. Here she comes.
Yeah!
It's Kate, everybody, and it's time for, you ready to roll it, Stace? Boom, Kate's Murder Minute! Hey, buddy.
Yay.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right. It's been a week. I missed y'all last week a lot.
Yeah, we did too. We're glad you're back. It's a nice sweater.
Thank you.
It's very cold out.
It's so
unseasonably
warm
cold.
in here. I'm going to die.
Yeah, I was wondering about
I'm
that.
so hot. It's really, really thick.
But you look great.
Thanks, Elsa.
Welcome.
Look at you. Look
Your
at you.
your eyeshadow even matches
Oh my God,
your
I tried
sweater.
So hard.
It's nude night, so if you want to take it off.
I thought about it. But you know what? Honestly, they look a lot better than I do.
Okay.
So I'll let them be the ones to
Okay.
show it off tonight.
You got some murder for us, buddy?
Oh, I have something a little different.
Oh my goodness.
It's not too different.
In that
One might say it's a
It's-
little
Is it
more
murder?
positive than usual.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or
all
not, because it's
Well,
wow. It's
we'll-
okay. You know what?
we'll
Now that I'm
decide.
here and doing it, it could go either way. All right,
Right. Okay, here we go.
we're almost at the end of this decade, so I'm gonna take you back to 2004.
Okay.
Going early.
Okay. That was a different decade, though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
That was the last decade.
It was in this 20
been-
year
wow.
span. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're almost at the end of this decade, so let's go back to the other decade.
Okay.
Decade.
Take you back to a little after we got over Y2K to 2004.
Okay, 2004.
But it's a
I
local
remember
one. Okay.
well. Okay.
Okay.
What were you doing in 2004?
I was in elementary school. I was probably in like
Okay.
4th grade. Let's see. This was February 2004.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4th grade.
Okay. My life
Fourth
was
grade.
exactly.
It was
the
in Miss
same.
Lindsay's class. I read Holes that year, and Kiss and Kate Barlow is in Holes,
Okay.
and
That
a lot of
book
shit happened
is
in
like
that class.
seriously one of the best books ever
It's
written,
very good.
in my opinion, in my millennial opinion.
Also murder and other things in that book.
Mhm.
Read it.
Okay.
murder and mystery
Is that
and
what we're
love story.
No, it's not
and
the murder tonight. It's
Okay.
it's in
coming of
Holes.
age
Okay.
and
I'm gonna tell you.
onions.
All right,
In
here
my
we go.
minute
Okay.
about the disappearance of Maura Murray.
Okay.
All right,
we
Maura
go.
Murray was a nursing student at UMass Amherst
Right.
in 2004. On a Monday in early February, she emailed all of her professors in the nursing department and said that she would be gone for a week because there was a sudden death in the family.
This was 2004.
Yes, there was no such death in the family.
All right.
Family members do not know what she would have been referring to. She packed her car with some toiletries, birth control pills, and college textbooks and left unknown destination. The last time her phone was in use to check her voicemail later that day, and she headed out. And about 7:30 that night, folks in southern New Hampshire heard a noise outside of their home and went outside and saw that a car had collided with a tree in a snowbank. And they went to assist the young woman in the car.
Sure.
And were like, I'm going to call the police for you. And she
Right.
said, no, don't do that. I already called AAA. No such call ever went to AAA. Other people showed up and were like, what's going on? She was like, it's really fine. They went back to their homes. People went on with their evening. Someone did go inside and call the police just because they thought it was weird. And then when the police got there, no one was in the car. Nothing was left except some like weird traces of alcohol and other stuff. She's never been seen again. No record of where she went. People know she really liked the White Mountains, but they've never been able to understand if she started a new life and we just can't find her, or if some ill fate befell her that night. Really weird. In the past year, they've gone to a house near where the car accident was and dug up the basement and found some remains, but they weren't hers. So I've had a rough week, so I wanted it to be a little different and not just be this person got murdered in a horrible way. But now that I'm here, it's like, is it hopeful? Is she out there somewhere? Did she make a new life?
The life that
or
she
is she
wanted.
buried somewhere
Right,
in the White Mountains?
So it's open ended. We can go however we want to with it.
Yeah.
The more positive among us will think she just went on and lived a new life.
Yeah, there's a lot of like other stuff. If you look into it, it's super, super weird, like stuff that happened. She was going to be in like the armed forces and got kicked out for stealing someone's credit card information and ordering a bunch of like food and weird stuff when like she
I'm
didn't
getting
need
some
to.
real Twin Peaks vibes.
But-
from this
It's weird.
one.
It's weird. It's a good one.
But she probably got murdered, let's face it.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I guess the crazy thing to me is that this happened in 2004, right? And
Yeah.
so a young woman going missing in 2004, I feel like in the age of the internet and other stuff, it's
It would be different now.
easier to find people.
I don't know.
but-
I've spent hours and hours on YouTube watching like top 5 weirdest text message they sent right before they disappeared and like last thing on Snapchat. So it can happen.
Kate's Maybe
enough.
Murder Minute, everybody. She ate into my segment though, so I really got to bang through it. Hey, Stacey, you ready? I have a new segment on the show. It's I'm gonna do a book review every week. Stacey, you ready to play my intro?
I'm so excited.
Here we go. Roll it. It's the big rainbow. I like to read books, and then I like to tell people about the books that I read. So I'm going to tell you about the book that I read last week. And here's what's interesting about it, Elsa, is
Yes.
so all last week I was like, Stace, I don't know what's up, man. I am talking into my mic. I am talking into my mic.
Oh, you got the sign.
I know I did get the sign. I was like, I feel depressed. I don't get it. I don't know. It's not really a normal feeling. Depression is not usually. I'm usually pretty relaxed, happy, and it turns
So
out
not normal for you.
right.
Okay. That makes more sense.
And then it turns out, and then I realized that it was the book that was depressing me. And here's the book. It's called. Here we go. The title would give you a clue that it's sort of depressing. It's called The Worst Hard Time, and it's by Timothy Egan. See that? And here's what it's about. It's about the Dust Bowl in America in the 1930s. Here's what happened briefly. In the 1920s, the whole part from Nebraska down to the bottom of Texas, there was nothing going on there. So the governments gave everybody who wanted to go 300 square acres to farm on. So they farmed on it, and then there was a drought for 10 years, and then there were giant dust storms every day that killed everybody. The end. And so basically the whole book, it's like 300 pages of babies dying of dust pneumonia. And also in the beginning, even before the dust storm started, they would build the houses, and the houses would be infested by centipedes, and the centipedes would be scratching in the walls all night, so they'd have to go around with irons to burn the centipedes to make them stop. If that was my life, I would just walk to the nearest big city and just drink myself to death. There's no way I would live through any of that. And at one point, a guy in it, he says you don't have to die. In Nebraska, You don't have to die to go to hell, which I think is
Probably
is a
still
great line.
true.
Yeah, and actually, the reason that that they go, the government pays people not to farm. It's the same people because they still can't. I've been there. Go to Oklahoma and say you can't farm anywhere. Anyway.
So what I learned is that if you get some land for free or something, there will be strings.
There's always
dusty
there's always a
strings
catch.
covered in centipedes.
Right. If you want to end up eating your shoes, go to Nebraska and start a farm. Hey everybody, you want to hear some grindcore?
Yeah!
Let's do it. It's Armpits.
Yeah!
Armpits, come over here. There's no time to get dressed. Just come on over here. Let's talk to Armpits. Here they come, everybody. It's Boston's greatest all-new grindcore band, Armpits. Oh, come on. All right, here we go. Here they go. Here they go. Oh, boy. Here we go. Armpits, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Oh, let's get cozy.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, Armpits. Thanks for getting naked. Hey,
Thanks for
first
having us
of
naked.
all, let's do this. Tell everybody, here's what I want to know.
Okay.
First, say your name. By the way, don't say I play the bass. We just saw that. So just say your. Ben do that all the time, Elsa. You ever notice that? Hey, I'm the drummer. We know. We were just. Say your name and then the first body part that you wash when you get into the shower. Go ahead. Here we go.
Robbie.
Yep.
My lower head.
Okay. All right. Next.
Kevin. Dickhead.
Okay.
Nick. Face.
Okay. Very good.
Good answers.
Thank you.
You guys just played in Canada. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How is the conversion rate? I hear it's not as good as it used to be.
No bueno, as they say.
It's not like when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
we still got a whole bunch of merch and beer, and we had a fantastic time. Montreal knows how to party.
Yeah, they treat us good.
That's what everybody says. I got to get down there. When I was a kid, you would go to Canada, and with an American dollar, $1.25. It was the best. Those are the good old days.
Free money.
It was free money.
You know what the real trick was, though?
Yeah.
They didn't want our American money for drugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You had
no.
to.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You had to turn the American money into Canadian money first, and then get the drugs.
Yeah.
I don't think we were buying enough to buy
But they gave us
American money.
some drugs and let us pay them the next day, which was very kind of them.
That's very
I want to
Canadian.
know how much drugs are in Canadian dollars.
A lot.
You know?
A lot of drugs. There's a lot of drugs.
No.
This is here, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's just their money's made of plastic, and it's a little different.
I want to talk about the cover of your new tape. Did you bring a copy, by the way? That would have been
Oh.
nice if you did.
Did we?
We brought you shirts.
Oh, that's
yeah, go
nice.
get the
Yeah.
shirts.
Oh, we love
Yeah.
shirts.
You have
You don't need the shirts for yourselves.
No, we're good.
you have an
Okay.
Yeah.
This is my life now.
you have a new tape. It's called Can't Remember Shit.
That's
Is
right.
the name of it, and it's got a gorilla banging down a 40 and driving a van over a pile of skulls. That's the cover, which I would show you right now if these guys would have thought to bring their own.
You forgot to mention
Put
that
it
the
in
background is
post.
weed, which is probably why we forgot them.
Yeah.
Okay, who came up with the concept?
I came up with the concept, but Nick actually
Nick
made it come
designed that
together.
masterpiece.
Yeah.
Took him all of an hour.
Wow, what is Photoshop?
Yeah, that was with a revision too.
That's beautiful, man. Who made you do the revision?
I did.
Really? Okay, you weren't happy with it the first time.
Yeah, it was way too dumb the first time.
Now it's just like dumb enough.
The opener, which you may have just played, who knows, is called KLT DCC.
Yeah, that's the last one we played.
That was the third
Okay.
song.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the third song. Can you tell us what that stands for?
That stands for Kevin Likey Do the Cha Cha.
Okay. Do you want to explain that or?
Well, he likey,
No, we'll just leave it at that.
and he do the cha-cha.
That'll be a mystery.
It's actually about Kevin ice skating and committing murder with the ice skates and then burying the bodies.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Different cha-cha, it's a regional.
Because that was my question. In general, what would you say the subject matter? Because grindcore, it goes in different directions. You've got your gore grind, for example. You've got your porno grind, for example. By the way, I'm assuming that in the hierarchy of grind, porno grind's at the bottom.
That's
right?
like the anus, yeah.
Yeah. Nobody likes the porno grind
No,
guys.
no.
But then the gore grind guys, those guys are probably at the top of the grindcore chain.
It's pretty popular these days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you guys in there? Where between?
Somewhere not quite at porno grind.
We're
Okay,
like
just a little-
75% of the way up there.
Okay, you're a little bit above porno, a little below gore.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. Are there any gore grind? Are any grindcore love songs? Is that something you guys can do?
Do we have any?
Yeah.
we have
are there
any?
Are there any?
I mean, we have
Grind
songs
ballads?
about loving weed, loving beer,
Okay.
loving grindcore,
Very quickly, just bring us into the
burritos.
grind lifestyle a little bit. Just give us a little taste of what it's like.
Philly.
Okay.
So you wake up
Yep.
and you're incredibly hungover and you have to drive
Okay.
3 hours to
Yep.
a South Philly basement. It's 108 degrees outside. The show
Yep.
starts at around 9 o'clock. It's still 108 degrees outside,
Yep.
and the basement is even hotter.
Oh my God.
And you play for 15 minutes,
Yep.
drop all your sticks and almost half your instruments, and then you drink as many liquids as you can find and party for a little while and pass right out and do it again.
Sounds like a great lifestyle to me, Elsa.
As a Philadelphia native,
Hey,
I can
hey.
attest that is completely accurate.
Beautiful armpits, everybody. There they are. Armpits. out here now.
Thanks for having us.
We'll hear some more from Armpits in just a little bit. Look at all the ass sweat on here. Wow.
Oh, hey, that's almost as much as I regularly put on this couch every week. So
You guys, you can stay naked if you want, or you can put some pants on. It's really entirely up to you. Okay,
you
that's
empower
fine.
whatever you choose. I do gotta say, I love it when men are not afraid to be naked and proud. I feel like that's rare.
I feel like that's a challenge. To
I'm not
the-
telling you to get naked right now. Is that what
okay.
you?
All right.
I mean, it's
also
your
wanted
show,
us-
Ken. It's your show. I'm just saying.
That also was suggesting that we'll do that later. Well,
I mean, I'm not suggesting that, but all I meant to say was I feel like a good segue into our next advice segment is my advice to all of you guys out there is that there's nothing wrong with being naked. All bodies are beautiful.
hey everybody, it's time. You guessed it. It's time. You ready, Stace? For Elsa's advice segment. Do what I tell you. Boom. All right, here's Elsa Wright. She's gonna give you some advice. Here we go.
All right, I'm going to try, Ken. I feel like all I ever do every week is just try. So we'll see. I will say, I love seeing, getting advice segment submissions every week really helps me put my finger on the pulse of what our people and our viewership are feeling. And
Yeah.
right now I'm getting a lot of like sad artist vibes.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. So here,
Wow. All
here's one. This is
Okay.
from Carl in City State Not Answered.
Okay.
I'm an aspiring writer, and no matter what I do, I always end up feeling like my work isn't up to par. Do you ever feel like your skills in your passion or hobby aren't as good as they can be? How do you alleviate these feelings?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got to say about it?
I mean, all I can do is tell you my own experience, which is that every single artist in the universe feels that way, my friend. All of us do. Actually, like, without panning away from the camera, how many artists in this room sometimes feel that way?
If you're not putting your hand up, you're lying. Seriously.
Everybody except the guy texting has their hand up. So we all feel this way. I hope that makes you feel better. The only thing that you can do is just power on through it because, I mean, there are worse things to do in the world than make mediocre art. Right?
Right.
Like, there are way worse things to do, like murder people.
Yep. Also, let me just say this. The reason that Steely Dan was so good, you could argue whether you like Steely Dan or not.
I love Steely Dan,
Steely Dan was a
actually.
great band. But the reason that Steely Dan was so good is it's the 10,000 hour rule. You put in 10,000 hours, you're going to be great at anything. People don't put that much time into stuff. You just got it takes practice.
Yeah, right. Nobody said that those 10,000 hours are going to be fun.
No way.
Probably none of them are going to be
Miserable.
fun. Yeah, except
Listen,
for like
man.
the 2 hours out of those 10,000 that you get to be on a stage or get your stuff published if you're a writer like you, Carl.
Exactly. I am a fantastic rock writer, but I started writing when I was 14 years old. That's a lot of hours.
See, I hope this is humbling for me too. So,
Do you think have you done 10,000 hours worth of
oh hell no!
burlesque yet?
Like how many days is that? Do we
That's
think?
a lot. Probably a lot of days.
3 weeks, right?
I don't know if I don't know. No, I definitely haven't done 10,000 hours of this stuff. So, Carl, do what
Carl.
I say. Keep going.
Keep going,
we
buddy.
believe in you, Carl.
Yeah,
A little
Carl.
bit. We believe in you a little bit. I don't know him. Can't say I believe in him, but he seems all right. Do you got another one?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Well, I actually have a handful of questions that are basically in line with that question, but
Okay.
I'm going to switch it up a little
Okay,
bit
here
and
we go.
answer a question from Salvatore in
Salvatore.
Manhattan, New York.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Elsa, there's mice in my apartment. Is there a way to get rid of them without killing them?
Nope.
Have you considered asking nicely?
Oh, that's a good one.
Has anyone ever considered just asking nicely? That's my question to the world. I don't know.
Is that what your suggestion is?
You know, I think that's my first suggestion.
Okay. all
I
right.
mean, I feel like that's the other thing about the advice column, Ken, is like you can just you can Google these things. So do what I tell you, and if you're gonna come to a question that is come to me with a question that is easily Googleable, I guarantee that you will get a better answer that way. Do what I tell you. Also, ask the mice to leave very nicely.
Yeah.
Tell them there's a rat king like halfway down the block that they should go check out, you know?
Mice and rats don't live in the same place, so if you get some rats, you can get rid of the mice.
See, not qualified to answer this question. I did not know that.
Just get a couple of rats, let them loose in the basement, you'll take care of it. Then you'll have rats, but that's a whole different situation.
I hear rats make good pets, though.
You do?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would not. And then you get a cat. The cat will take care of the rats.
But that will kill them, though, and I think this person does not want to kill them. But I don't know.
He's not killing them. The cat is killing them. That's what cats were born to do.
That makes me feel better. Okay, do what we tell you, Salvatore. Get a cat.
Get a rat first.
Get a rat.
Then get a cat.
And then a cat.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Enjoy your Manhattan apartment.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking guy's worrying about mice. He's living in Manhattan. Anything
Big
else?
cheese.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to go
Okay,
through.
one more.
All right. So we've got from Bandless Babe in Mysteryville.
Okay.
Hi, Elsa. I've been in a band for 5 years, and I recently admitted to my bandmates that I'm no longer inspired and feel I need to move on from the project. I feel creatively burnt out and need to recharge. Have you experienced this kind of burnout, and what do you do when you need to recharge? First of all, you need to give yourself a little bit of compassion for burning out because everybody does. Also, try consuming art that is not in your own profession. Weirdly, in a way, I found that reading books kind of helped me get out of some creative ruts in burlesque because really good art can make you think differently about the world and, I don't know, change your perspective a little bit or at least shift things a little bit in a way that makes you, I don't know. I started talking and there's no end point to this sentence, but
That's awesome.
I think you're
I'm
going
sorry I overextended myself,
I
but
think
that's
you're going in the right direction.
it's a normal thing. Definitely take your time, consume more art. If you're feeling burnt out, don't force it because that's a great way to make shitty art that doesn't feel true to you. So
Boom. Perfect answer. Hey, you guys want to see some incredible burlesque?
oh yeah,
You want to hear some incredible music from an incredible band?
oh yeah.
Well, get ready, everybody, because it's Pearl Buttons in the Black Leather Lagoon. Pearly, come on over, buddy.
Pearl, our favorite.
Hey,
I
here
get
she
to
is.
sit in the middle.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And I get my own mic
Microphones
too.
for everybody. Hey, welcome back to the show, Pearl.
Thank you.
Sorry about the cold weather. You clearly deserve better than this, but
I'm not a
I
cold
remember.
tolerant species. I like to be able to sun myself like a snake. That's
Yeah.
how I digest.
Let's talk about
Speaking of ways to get rid of mice,
Snakes. I didn't even think of that either.
Snakes gonna eat the
And
mice,
I love snakes.
again, that's what they do. That's their job.
Yeah, but just make sure you don't get one that will try to swallow
not
you as a
murder.
human.
that's
Okay,
true.
sorry. Back to Pearl.
Yeah.
Medium-sized snake.
Exactly. Hey, what I wanted to talk to you about was last week over at the Brass Union, you were a model.
I did, yeah.
What happened is, here's what happened. So you modeled and then people drew pictures of you.
Yes.
That's basically how it went.
Yeah, I stood there for exorbitant amounts of time.
Right.
And
So it
sweat
starts
dripped down
out.
my
Yeah.
sides. It
So-
was great.
So the poses start for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like a minute or two. And
They're
then they
like
get
3 minutes, then like 6 minutes, and then like 15 minutes.
Then they get progressively longer
Yeah.
and more torturous.
Yeah. The 15-minute ones are rough. You start to lose feeling in your like fingers.
Well, do you remember what your 15-minute pose was?
Yeah. So I did one where I was like,
Let's do it. Let's see it. Let's see
you
15
can you
minutes of
move?
it.
Yes,
here
I
we go.
can move.
Here we go.
here, hold it.
Here we go. She had to do 15 minutes of this. Boom. 15 minutes.
All right, now stay there for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
For
How
us.
did it-
For us.
How did
It
it?
was not my best choice of a pose.
Yeah. So you could
but
have done
I sort
any.
of ended up there.
You could have done any pose you wanted. That's what you decided to do for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not my best choice, but also not my worst choice that
Okay.
I've ever made.
Yeah, I was going to say the default, booty up. If you don't know what to do, just booty up.
Yeah.
What do you think would be the most comfortable pose to do for 15 minutes? Yeah, exactly.
I was
That's
going to say
pretty good.
sleeping.
Yeah. Lying down. My other 15-minute pose was like lying down on the couch like this.
Yeah.
So I got one right.
Hey, we might not see you before Thanksgiving. So my question to you is, famously as a vegan, what's the move for Thanksgiving? Everybody's eating turkey.
Bring as many sides as you can.
Yeah.
Offer to cook as many things as you can, so
Okay.
you know you can eat them.
All right.
And then the host doesn't feel like they have to worry about you. If you're like, oh, I'll bring the stuffing and the green bean casserole, then you know you can eat stuffing and green bean casserole.
That's a good move. But for you, what would be a real treat for you to see on Thanksgiving?
If the mashed potatoes are vegan, then I'm a happy camper.
Okay. Why wouldn't they be? Oh, 'cause milk.
Because
Butter and milk, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Those are easy substitutes to make, though.
Right, yeah. You just get vegan butter and like almond milk or Ken's favorite oat milk.
I love oat milk. Just put some oat milk in there, and you'll have some. So well, anyway, we're gonna have pie at my house. If you're gonna come over and have some pie.
You're going to have pie?
Yeah.
Vegan pie?
Sure. I'll get some vegan pie.
Aww.
Pie for everybody. But everybody, not everybody watching, but everybody here, you can come over and have pie at my house for Thanksgiving if you want. All right. Hey, what are you thankful for? Pearl buttons. Go ahead.
I
Tell everybody.
am thankful for heavy leather.
Oh my goodness.
And this girl right here.
What's
I
the
wasn't fishing by being
what's your favorite memory, Elsa and Pearl? Yeah, go ahead.
I think my favorite memory is our first photo shoot together. We did it with this photographer and performer down in New York named Striker Posey, and it was before we were like super close. Before we were like super close friends. So it was sort of like our first big bonding experience.
Yeah. Aw.
Fantastic.
I was going to say our stunt week.
Oh yeah, that was a great
That was
one.
one of my other favorites.
All right. Well, there she goes, everybody. It's Pearl buttons. All right, Pearl. Get out of here for now. By the way, you can hear Stacy yelling all the way back there about the microphones. All right,
Then why didn't you say anything, Ken?
because it was happening in real
Busy
time.
hosting the show or something?
Hey, everybody, it's time. You know what I like? I like arm wrestling. You like arm wrestling, Johnny? Guess what? It turns out there's a new arm wrestling gang in town, and they're called the Boston Arm Wrestling Dames. Let's look at this vision here. She's going to tell us all about it. Come on over here. Here we go.
Hi.
Hi. What is your name and what is your purpose in this scheme of ours?
I'm Royal Jelly.
Royal Jelly.
Yes, and I am the host of Bod's arm wrestling tournament, which
Yep.
is happening
Okay.
this Sunday at
Okay.
Oberon,
Okay.
7:00 doors.
Okay.
So BOD stands for Boston Arm Wrestling Dames.
Right.
We have a bunch of badass dames who throw down.
I gotta say, this is the most badass group of babes I have ever seen. And I've
Seriously.
seen many, so
Thank you.
What is
this
how
is
does
very exciting for me.
You're pretty badass yourself,
Aw,
so
thank
I
you.
take that as a compliment. We
How
all do.
how does someone become a member of this crew?
So many of our wrestlers are theatrical folk who have
Okay.
pretty serious biceps,
Okay,
and
right.
are friends of ours or have expressed an interest, and we always donate all of our proceeds to a specific charity. They tend to be progressive feminist charities. So this time we're supporting Bagley,
Okay.
which is supports queer youth here in Boston.
That's fantastic.
So all of our proceeds, we're all volunteers, and everything goes straight to Bagley.
Is
So-
there a reigning champ at the moment,
Oh
or is it
yes.
okay?
Tinker Hell.
Ooh, Tinker Hell.
She takes no. I don't know what I'm allowed to
No,
say
you
on
can say-
TV, but
say it,
she
go ahead.
doesn't
Yeah, you can
take
say all the
any
words.
shit.
Yeah,
she
you're good.
does not. She is a badass fairy, and she has won all of our competitions so far.
Oh my God.
She's not here tonight. We got some other badass bitches here tonight.
Who do we got tonight?
So tonight we have, she's tatted, she chugs a beer like nobody's business. We got Punky Bruiser.
Punky Bruiser.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you have ever seen a gladiatrix covered in glitter, but that's who we have here tonight in Coco Carnage.
Coco Carnage.
Yeah, Coco. And then we have one of our fabulous refs, A Song of Dice and Fire. It's Chaotic Neutral.
Oh, there's so many layers of nerddom in there.
It's true. It's true. We're all big nerds.
I dig it.
Elsa's getting all the references.
Yes, I am.
All right,
once.
fantastic. We're gonna see a display of the arm wrestling in action. By the way, what does the champion get? What do you win?
We have a handmade championship belt
Ooh.
in the classic wrestling style. It was embroidered by our producer, Ferocious Ledyke.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Incredible.
Yeah,
All right.
so come Sunday and see who wins that.
Fantastic. So we're gonna watch a match. And by the way, I hear maybe I'll be able to jump in too.
Oh, you think you can handle it?
I don't know
I'll
if I
arm
can.
wrestle you can.
Yeah!
Oh, if you're gonna arm wrestle, you better arm wrestle one of our.
Here, but let's take a look at what this all. I'm not sure if I can handle it. Let's take a look first. So
We got Coco Carnage
Coco
versus
Carnage?
Punky Bruiser.
Punky Bruiser. And so is it how many?
So there's 3 bouts to a
Three bouts
match.
to a
So
match.
it's best 2 out of 3.
Best 2 out of 3. This is how it's gonna go. Okay, you guys ready? And it's gonna start with a whistle. Is that how we know we're going?
So Chaotic Neutral, our ref, is her first priority is safety.
Okay.
She's gonna make sure everybody feels comfortable with their grip
Okay.
and that the rules are being followed.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She takes no
I
shit.
just in case any
You're
just in case any bones break, I want to catch it.
Ken, you're still in the shot. You're good.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's getting close.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
That's one.
that
for
is a
Punky.
pin.
Oh,
Punky Bruiser.
Now they're switching. They're switching.
Yeah, so they switch sides and they
Whoa.
switch hands.
Okay. All right.
That's smart.
So the left hand is known in arm wrestling as southpaw.
Okay. Here we go.
Are most
There we go.
people's left hands worse than their right?
Some people, yes, but one thing that you can do actually to fuck around a little bit
Yeah.
is you can come to the table and call southpaw, and then they roll the dice to see if you get to start with your left.
Here we go. So it could be a whole different ball game with the other. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going in a different direction now.
Oh, Coco's on it. Coco Carnage.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, my
Yeah,
sport. This is my favorite
So
sport.
it's even now.
That is a pin,
This is
1-1.
intense.
It's anybody's game. Who knows where this is gonna go?
Unlike everything else here, this takes skill.
Punky versus Karen. We have no idea who's gonna win this thing. Here we go. This is for all the bananas. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Punky coming in strong.
Punky is really. Oh. Oh my goodness. She's really putting in the work.
Stay with
She's
it, Coco.
really putting
Stay
in the
with
work.
it.
Crap.
She's really.
Oh!
Punky's
Punky
done it
Bruiser.
again.
Punky Bruiser.
Well, you
Hell
know,
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think happened there, Kale?
She's just strong.
I like that answer.
Yeah, I mean that's obvious.
But Coco Carnage is a badass gladiatrix.
Yeah.
You'll get him next time, Coco. Punky, are you ready to take me on? Okay. I don't know if I'm ready, but here we go.
Yeah, Ken.
All right, here we go.
Ken's gonna die.
Oh, she's calling Southpaw.
Oh!
It is
She's got
happening
Southpaw.
live on television here in Somerville.
I happen to be left-handed, by the way.
Oh! The ace is up his sleeve.
Good thing Chaotic Neutral's got to roll the dice.
So, okay. Here we go. Oh, wait. Rings off.
Yeah, you got to take off all those rings.
Yeah. Wow, that is a lot of rings. I never counted.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. This one.
Wow, Ken.
Sweaty in here. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. There you go.
Right?
All right, Southpaw it is.
You've got very nice hands, Ken.
Thank you. Here we go. You ready?
Right?
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Punky. Come on, Punky.
represent.
Oh! That is a pin
You
for
almost had it,
Punky
Ken.
Bruiser. Oh, we're doing a full match. Look at this.
What? You want me? You broke that arm. Your wife's not happy. Oh, I did break this arm. But don't. It's got metal in it.
Oh!
I think that's an advantage, Ken.
Take a dive. Take a dive.
It's fine, Stacy. It's got metal in it to keep it together.
I'm sorry, Stacy.
You signed the waiver. It's
Kick
fine.
Ken's arm.
There we go.
Oh, I can't watch.
Yep.
Oh, 2 pins.
I think you let me win that one.
Smart move, man.
Punky remains. Good time for one more. Elsa, you want to get up there?
Champion.
Yeah, I do.
Do you want to wrestle with me or do you want to wrestle Coco?
I don't know.
You can wrestle Coco.
Okay.
Go get ready. You can wrestle Coco.
Yeah!
Ken's rings.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. You can give them to me. Here we go.
All 26 of them?
I'll put them back on. I feel naked without them.
Ceremoniously put them back on. Which one? Here, we do one at a time. You do one.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you just tell me which one you want.
Next.
Yeah, you also have to keep 2 feet on the ground so you can have 1 foot in the air.
Thank you.
Get in there.
Here we go. Here we go. It looks like. Up. Looks. Boom. Coco's got it. Coco's got it.
Nice.
One more time. Turn it
Yes,
around. One more
Coco.
time.
This arm is much worse. I played tennis for 11 years. This one doesn't do anything.
There we
That's a
go.
good war cry.
There we go. Here we go. Oh.
Yeah, Coco. Yes.
Well, the dames really bested us there.
pretty good.
Are you surprised in the least?
No.
I'm a little surprised.
No, really?
But yeah, that was
Well, here we
intense.
are.
Well, here we are.
2 losers.
2 losers.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk some more with the dames, but first, a little bit more grindcore. What do you say? A little bit more grindcore, you guys. Armpits. Armpits, everybody! Naked grindcore excellence. By the way, Punky and I have the same. I noticed that Punky and I have the same tattoo artist.
No shit.
Yeah, Ian Adams, right? Yeah. Boom! He's done all my stuff. Hey,
Peanut Brothers.
that's exactly right, Pino Brothers. Hey, that was fun, but Elsa, you know what happens? We start rolling along, we're having a great time, and then suddenly it's almost the end of the show. And then we have to do the promos because everybody's here for a reason. They want you to buy their products and go to their shows. So Armpits, if you can put your pants on if you want. I think they should probably put their pants on at this
They
point.
already had the option to do that for the interview and they didn't. So I feel like that we got our answer.
All right, well you guys can come on over here and we'll talk about where we can see you guys, and we
You
can
know
bring
my feelings about nude men, Ken.
we can bring Pearl over here and then we'll. Oh my God! Holy!
I committed a murder.
That never happened.
Don't worry, it was just a dummy.
That is ridiculous.
All right.
She doesn't like when we call her a dummy. I'm so sorry.
By the way, let me tell you this. Next week on the show, Stigmatics are going to be here, play some rock and roll.
Yeah!
Jinx Merlot is going to be here, do some burlesque.
Yeah!
And since she's our reigning arm wrestling champ, Stacey DC is not here tonight. So she'll be here next week, and she'll defend her title against somebody.
Yeah!
Can't be against one of these guys, so with somebody in the room, she'll have to take on. It's not going to be me because that was a humiliating defeat And I am retiring from the arm wrestling game.
Yeah!
Officially.
Don't take it so hard. We train. We really do.
Yeah. Clearly you do, because that was really something. Hey, so let's find out where we're gonna see this next arm wrestling extravaganza.
So we are at the Oberon on Sunday night, 7 o'clock doors. The Oberon's in Harvard Square. And there are still some tickets, although it is selling out. So get on their website and get some tickets.
How long is the Dame's been around?
This is going to be our third show. It's been about a year and a half.
Oh,
and
wow, okay.
there are other arm wrestling leagues across the country. So, we're part of that.
Right. In fact, our own Jessica Dunaway is a member of the team, right? Yes, she is.
Yeah!
She's a bumblebee of some kind.
Yeah!
Zombie. Hell yeah.
Zombie.
She's a new recruit. We cannot wait to see. She's going to throw down hard. I've seen her in practice. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be intense. All right, so what date is that? What's
Sunday.
Sunday
Night. Oberon. Yeah.
And it's going to be an incredible extravaganza.
It's wild. We have 2 drag performers as our halftime show.
Yep.
I'm there in all my regal glory. I'm Royal Jelly. There's a lot going on. We have a DJ Hallucinations, where there's dancing at the end. There's drinks. It's great. There's a raffle,
everybody.
Yes. We have over $700 worth of raffle prizes.
Oh, my God. That's fantastic.
Seriously.
What could be better? Everybody, don't miss it. It's going to be an incredible evening. Hey, let's turn it to these naked fellows over here, Armpits. Armpits, tell us what's happening next with you guys.
December 6th at the Dorchester Art Project. It's Diva Carr's album release party, so we're gonna play with those guys. And Jeff Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah! Dorchester Art Project rules!
There you go.
Rule!
Yeah. Our producer runs some shit at DAP, so that's awesome you're playing there. We love DAP.
That's fantastic. Diva Carr's been on this show many times. I'm in a band with one of the guys.
Yeah!
So it's very incestuous. The whole thing is incestuous. Hey, where's Pearl Buttons? She's got to be around here somewhere. Pearl, is there a microphone near you? Tell us where things are
So
going with
I
you.
will be at Nikki Luparelli's David Bowie Black Friday Madness, the show lovingly nicknamed David Booby. It is...
Oh, so good.
Yeah, we love our puns. Ask burlesque performers and their names. It's November 23rd, then then Black Friday, and the Saturday afterwards. I'm bad at dates.
Okay.
But it's November 23rd, Black Friday, and the Saturday afterwards. So you can get tickets at the Oberon's website or through Facebook.
How are you keeping that giant? How are you keeping that giant flower in your hair, by the way?
It's on a clip.
Oh, okay. All right.
See, look.
Wow!
Do you want to?
That's.
I thought her head
It's like
grew flowers.
magic. How does?
People say take it off to you. Is that what they usually do?
How does that even?
Yes, that's usually what they mean. They mean remove your hair accessories.
How does that even happen?
Not
All
your
right, let's
bra.
find out what's happening with the incredible Elsa Riot.
Yeah. Hey, you, viewer, have you ever seen a pole dancing mime? Silent but sexy. There's going to be one at the next Smoke and Shadows on Saturday, December 7th, in addition to lots of other amazing burlesque and circus and acrobatic local talent. We've got live music and comedy. That is 9:30 p.m. at the Rockwell in Davis Square, Saturday, December 7th, and you can find tickets at therockwell.com. No. Rockwell.org. Therockwell.org.
Yeah!
Pole dancing mime.
She's a great mime.
Thank you. By the way, pole dances aren't generally that verbal anyway, though, are they? Am I?
More mime stuff, though. Have you ever seen like an upside down glass wall?
What?
In a box on a pole.
Hanging off of a pole, making balloon dicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
It's
not
gonna
easy.
It's gonna be a scene. You don't want to miss it. Let's go on. Let's go on over there. See what these guys are up to.
The Gala US. Stop by Deadbeat Records. Pick up our fucking records. Stop by Caffeine and Contact Records. Pick up our latest single, Gimme Gimme. You can see us December 20th at the Indy 617 Holiday Bash. Venue to be announced.
I'm drumming with Smitty and the Fez Tones at Once Somerville, Saturday, November 23rd, along with Corner Soul and Power Slut. So come on down, let's party.
How did you become a Royal Jelly, by the way?
And that is
Royal
it.
jelly washed up at the shores of Coney Island for the Coney Island Mermaid Parade a couple of years ago. And then, I just started hosting events.
Because it just struck me a minute ago that she's a jellyfish. I didn't get it.
Jellyfish mermaid. My theme song is I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
You get it, everybody? She's a jellyfish.
I'm bootylicious too.
Right.
Ken, I think everybody grasped that.
Did everybody grasp that except for me? I
Like ages ago, buddy. Like before the show started.
like it wasn't just
Like
until
in
this.
the green room, we were all like on that page.
It wasn't just until this moment that I discovered it. All right, everybody. This has been a great show, but it's time to end it. You know what we do at the end of the show, Elsa? This is the part of the
I should know this because I've been here every week for like 2 years. But remind me, Ken. I don't know.
This is the part of the show where we dance. Are you guys ready to dance? Here they are, everybody. It's the Black Leather Lagoon. Let's go!